G'day guys, X2KO here. So how bad is the thermal throttling on a Snapdragon 810 device? Well, let's find out. On the left we have a Snapdragon 801 powered Sony Xperia Z3 Compact, and on the right we have a Snapdragon 810 powered Sony Z5 Compact. Now both phones start off at around 19 degrees Celsius, or about 2 degrees higher than the ambient room temperature. So let's run Antutu, which is a good test as it stresses the processor and graphics, and it's quite a long running benchmark which will cause the phones to heat up. So on the first run we get a score of 82,000 on the Snapdragon 810, which is significantly better than the 54,000 scored by the 801. Now checking temps, we can already see the 810 starting to heat up, sitting at 33 degrees, while the 801 is at a much cooler 27 degrees. Now how will this extra heat affect the next run? Well, quite a bit apparently, as the 810 has a rather large drop to just under 67,000 on its second run of Antutu, while the 801 has actually increased a tiny bit to 55,000. Now checking the temperature again, the 801 is now up to 31 degrees and the 810 at 38 degrees. On the third run, the 810 drops even further down to just under 58,000, while the 801 is still staying pretty consistent at just under 54,000. The temps have gone up again, 35 degrees on the 801, and the 810 now showing 40 degrees. On the fourth run, both phones are now scoring almost the same, 52,000 on the 801 and 54,000 on the 810. Now, although they are scoring similar, the Adreno 430 graphics on the Snapdragon 810 doesn't seem to get affected by the heat as much, as 3D frame rates still remain fairly smooth. This is also confirmed in Seascape, where the 810 is achieving almost double the frame rate of the 801. So if you are playing 3D games, you should expect higher frame rates on the 810, even if it does heat up. Now next I run a 15-minute stress test to really heat up the phones, and this causes both phones to now be at around 42 degrees, which is the highest temp I could get either of these devices to. And on the final run of Antutu, we see the Snapdragon 810 has plateaued at 54,000, which is roughly a score where the 801 started from, but now the 801 has throttled down to a score of 41,000. So yes, both chips do throttle, but obviously the 810 is much more aggressive in its thermal management.